was just so focused on the things that were not going right, I failed to appreciate the blessing that I had just received. So one of the things that I realized for myself this year is that God has been teaching me or reinforcing the lesson of gratitude. Just learning to be thankful in all things. I remember one time I got something from somebody, and in that moment I was just thinking to myself that, things not going the way that I really wanted to go. And those moments when you're just feeling sorry for yourself, and I just heard the Spirit of the Lord just say, be thankful. And it caught me in that moment, because I was just so focused on the things that were not going right. I failed to appreciate the blessing that I had just received. And you know what I realized? It's not just me one. It's like that's one of the themes that God has been reinforcing to his church for this year, because I'm not the only one that is coming up with this thing about learning to be grateful and thankful and appreciative. Because I saw somebody post on Facebook, this morning, how she's just having to take control of her thoughts and everything just to get there, just to be thankful. And it's just been a similar thing for me. It's just been a year where there are things that I want to work a certain way and they haven't been working a certain way. And God has just been saying and teaching me, be thankful, be thankful, be thankful. And let me tell you, it's not one of the easiest things that I've had to learn. And what actually had to happen was that I had to learn to capture and train my thoughts. I mean, like, legitimately, I've had to be fighting and battling my own self. I mean, at one point, if you could take a trip into my mind, it would be like a boxing ring. And on one side, you have the good, and on one side, you have the negative thoughts, and it's like they're fist fighting. And it's a bloody battle. And the thing is, I can't say I always won. I can't say that all the time good triumphed over evil. But there have been times when I've sunk into despair. And I've just had to say, God, this is where I am. You need to come get me. And he's been so faithful, because each time he has. And I want to encourage people, it is so important that we learn to be grateful. It is so important that we learn to give thanks in everything. And it really doesn't matter the situation. There's always good that you can find. For me, what I had to do, like if I'm going through a particular situation or something is happening specific, and in that specific situation I can't find something good, I look into some other situation. Or if I'm at the point where everything in my life is woe is me, as in I'm thinking everything is woe in me and nothing ever works out, because sometimes you do get to that place. Sometimes I've had to look into other people's situation, remember other people's testimony, and say, God, you're good, you're good, you're good, you're good, and just focus on that. So as I say, it's just been a time of training, retraining my thinking, asking myself, Ellice, really and truly, is it that bad? Are your thoughts lying to you? Why do you believe that? Why are you saying that? Is it true? It's just been a time of just questioning myself, being honest with myself. Why am I feeling this way? Yes, this is how I'm feeling. I'm angry, I'm hurt, I'm frustrated, God. But really and truly, can I rely on these thoughts? Can I rely on these feelings? What is the truth? What is your truth, Lord? And that's what it's been like. That's what it's been like. And step by step, I can say that it has gotten better. And what I realize has happened is that I am more now at peace with certain things. I'm more now accepting of the gifts that God has been giving me, the things that God wants to give to me, you know. Sometimes it's not exactly what I want, but I'm able to see the blessing. I'm able to realize the blessing. My first thought is not, whoa, and, you know, life's a living hell, and, you know, that's not my first thought. It used to be that. That was my go-to before, where something would happen and it's like, oh my God, the world turned over. Or at some point it was so bad that something good would be happening, and it's like my mind goes to, but what if it doesn't work out, you know? So I mean, a good thing happens, but my mind automatically starts worrying, when is this going to last? How long is this going to last? When is this going to end? So it's like my go-to was when is the bottom going to fall out? That was a script that just kept on going on and on in my head, and it was to the point where I couldn't sit and just enjoy the moment. And these are things I've had to just surrender to God and just ask God to bring healing, bring restoration, and all of those things. And let me tell you, He has been faithful. He has been teaching. He has been patient. He has been kind. He has sent reinforcements when those were needed, and all of that. And let me tell you, it has not, it's not a thing to say, oh, I'm ignoring everything that is going on. I remember one time I was driving and I had to pull over and just cry to the Lord. I was like, God, oh my God. I mean, like literal tears, I water. That is what it came to. And in that moment, it's like I felt as if I was panicking. And in that moment, I just started declaring, God, you are able. God, you're this. God, you're that. God, you're what. That's just what it came to for me. And it has been a process. It has been a process. It has been a process of just learning and training my mind to be thankful. To be thankful. And what that has done for me is just to help me to think positive. Help me to think positive, because I was a very negative thinker. I was a very negative thinker, you know. And the process continues. The process continues, because, you know, there's always more to learn. There's always more to do. But God is faithful. And I just want to encourage you. The process is not going to be easy. You have been doing these things for years, so it's not going to be easy to just pull those things out of you. And I want to tell you, it's a battle. Joyce Myers wrote the book Battlefield of the Mind. I've never read the book, but that title alone, it's a battle. So I just want to encourage you to go through, learn to be thankful, learn to be grateful. At some point you realize that it's never as bad as your mind has convinced you. There's always some good that you can identify, and learning to be thankful doesn't mean that everything is peachy clean, and it doesn't mean that you have, you know, you can't see or appreciate what is happening. It just means that you're choosing to be positive in spite of. So just wanted to leave that with you guys. Take care. See you next time. Bye bye.